Hello, hello. Let's look at one of the most interesting decks I've seen in quite some time. I absolutely love this deck. It is wonderful, and I cannot believe that someone hasn't done this before, but it took someone amazingly creative and talented to do this. So the artist is Alejandro Rozan, and he did a few other decks, Tarot de Ambiguities, and I think he had a part in the new Medieval Feather Tarot. The Ambiguities Tarot I wasn't really feeling. I thought it was kind of, I don't know, too Photoshoppy. This one is part handmade art-wise and then digitally colored. So the engraving part is by hand. So I ordered it, and I ordered this lovely, I think this is the, is this the Noble cloth? From Artisan Tarot. So I love this. It is only one-sided. The stitching is very nice, which I pay attention to. I love the blue and the color and just the feel of the Marseille, so I thought it was very appropriate for this deck. It also came with 3 little, kind of like postcards. The border of it is the back of the cards. So we have Magician, High Priestess, and Temperance. The deck came with 2 extra cards. We have Pamela, Coleman Smith, Pixie, and author Edward Waite. And it says, thank you for your purchase. And here it says, hand drew and digitally colored each card to emulate woodblock printing and stencil coloring techniques. So hand drew to me means, analog, like pencil and paper. The deck features imagery from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, designed by Pamela Coleman Smith and author Edward Waite, combined with the historical influences from the 17th century Tarot de Marseille. Which Marseille, I guess, maybe Conver? This is 5/15 of 1,000. I usually don't like to break the seal, but the bottom is glued, so I had to break the seal. Copyright 2023. Let's take a look. The inside of the box is printed, and it has an open flap where you can bend it down a little bit to help get to the cards. And there's the inside of the box. It is very nice. I love that touch. Here's the back. And they have a linen finish, so they glide really lovely. Very nice, like playing card gliding. No scratchiness. Let's look at them, and I'll show you how I just absolutely, they're wonderful. And since the pips are pictorial, anybody can use this if you know how to use the RWS. So, and the colors, it's just, it's a merging of 2 worlds, and to me, it's just lovely. So, the Fool, look at that. I love the faces, the people in here just make it so special. And look at the sun and the little flower, the details. Magician. If you look on the website or on the artist's Instagram, this is animated with the roses coming down. It's very cool. High Priestess. So you really do feel that RWS and that Marseille flavor just weaves in there with the people and the symbols. And hardly anything is lost in that merging. Look at that. So cool. The Emperor. And the back is sort of a stained look to it. You can see, and it doesn't seem to repeat. It seems to be very scattered and not repetitive, and I like that. The Hierophant. And from what I can tell, I don't see a lot of copy and pasting collage type work, which is what I look for. I think it detracts a lot, and I don't see that. Look at the lovers. Isn't that awesome? That's it, just the colors, everything. Look at the star canopy. I think that was interesting to do the black with the red stroke there. That is, and the dark blue. Very neat. Strength. Look at the flowers. Met. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. I like the eye. The eye is like, eh. Actually, this past week, I got to sit on a jury and actually hear a case and deliberate. So that's kind of cool. Never done it before. It's definitely an experience here in the U.S. to do that and be a part of justice. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The Hanged Man. Wow. Don't you just feel this lovely, warm, comforting energy of traditional and familiar shapes? It's almost like coming home and you see things have changed, but they've stayed the same. Temperance. Look at that little glowing crown back there. The Diable. So really, as you look at these, it is the RWS in the world of Marseille instead of RWS in the world of Marseille, or RWS, yeah, in Marseille's world. So you feel it's more heavy in the RWS, which is the comforting aspect of it. Oh, look at that. She's lovely. Look at the moon. And I love that sort of watercolor effect on a lot of the cards, how the pigment sort of pools. If you do watercolor or you do gouache painting, you know, especially with gouache, how it streaks and pools, and that feeling is just, it makes it feel, oh, look at that, with the sunflowers. Judgment. The world. The colors are perfect for this. Very nice. And then here we go to the suits. These are very nice. I like to look at the leaves. And the hand. Yep. Two. And it's nice how they're, so you have the traditional shape, the same flourishy type of leaf, and then the numbers on the sides. Ah, look at that. Isn't that pretty, the card? I love the sort of the bouquet of Marseille fauna, flora. Not fauna, flora. The fauna would be the people. Fighting, the batons, blonde-headed people. Victory wreath. Very Roman. I like the eyes looking up and the eyes looking back, and then the stern assurance of like a Caesar crossing the Rubicon. Mm-hmm. 7, 8. Now, you can see the T-type staining here. I think it does a really nice effect because you want it to feel sort of that historical way. Page of Wands. One of my favorite cards in RWS and elsewhere, especially the Huge deck. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Those faces there. And the cat. King of Wands. Then we have this. There's the W for weight. And the lilies down there. The water lilies. 2. 3. Look at the cups. Those chalices. Oh, I forgot to mention this is the first edition. I don't know if they're going to make any others. Look at they're spilling out. There's the children. The illusions. Look how that little skull is worked into the base of that. And the head is reminiscent of course, the Pope, those in front of him. Oh, that looks familiar. The Fat Content. Man, the Rainbow Family. Page of Cups with a fish. Knight of Cups. Notice the V instead of a U. There's that strange reliquary. That chalice. And the fruit and all, sort of colored stones. King of Cups. We have swords. I love this one. To me, the swords with the curved one, it does make it look a little strange. It seems almost like they're, I don't know. This one is crazy looking. It's crazy. I love it. This one seems to be a nod to the tarot, to ambiguities. With the heart with the vein. Because that's one of the ones in that deck. 4. 5. See the curve? It's just, I don't know. It's just very kind of odd. Here, it's in the background. I know it would be hard to work with them and incorporate them. Like this one. He's even struggling to like hold them. But keeping with that Marseille, you know, this one, it's in the background. It's cool. 9, yeah, in the background. And 10. They've hit their mark. The guy has 2 fingers out. Which is reminiscent of, and look at the hat, what's it called, a tonsil? With the haircut with the back cut out. You know, the Pope blesses you with the sort of 2 fingers. Page of Swords. I love that with the flying hair. Knight of Swords. Queen, just her hand out. Very noble, very poker card face. Squaring. King of Swords. More solid, but there's a butterfly above his head. And then the last suit is Pentacles, Denari, Denier, all that good stuff. Look at the wreath framing the off to the distance. Yellow brick road. So these aren't too crazy of a stretch. It's more, for this one, it's more like trying to get the Marseille into the RWS because it, you know, it's already, RWS is very similar. Like these look very just RWS right off the bat, except for the faces. So the coloring helps with that. And the use of the little flower. There's those two fingers again. Look at the vining. Very cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Little child there, two dogs. Page of Pentacles written on the side. The Knight of Pentacles. Love that blue horse. Queen. With a little rabbit there. And then the King. With the bull. Because of the earth. Oh, and that's it. There's that lovely deck. Very, very cool deck. It's again, it's new and fresh and lovely. I'll put these cards back in there. Nice thing is you can, since there's no tab in the bottom, it's flat bottomed. You don't have to worry about trying to struggle to get them in there. So Alejandro R. Rozan, Rider-Marseille tarot deck. It is lovely. You should definitely get a copy. A little pricey. I know they had some damaged boxes that were kind of bent and they were selling for like $20 off. I don't know if they have any left, but artisantarot.com, and they really have some lovely decks. I've been tempted by some others, but I'm like, do I need another Convert? Do I need another Dodal deck? I don't know, but I always love people's flavors of traditional Marseille. So anyway, this one is wonderful. I can't say enough about this. It's definitely an inspiring deck, and I wasn't paid to say that. So anyway, thanks for watching.